Welcome, people of planet Earth and all planets beyond. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Josh, and welcome to Heat Check. This is our weekly roundup of the top 10 highest selling vintage t-shirts on eBay. So let's get into the list. So this week is a pretty fire week. There's a lot of great t-shirts, a really cool one at number one. But there's another t-shirt on here I want you to pay attention to, and it's a t-shirt that was sold by a subscriber. And it's actually a repeat t-shirt, so that's really cool, super rare t-shirt. You want to pay attention to it on this list. I was super pumped to hear about this story and actually be able to include it in the heat check, so it's super dope. If you don't know how this works, I do my best to research the sales. I don't necessarily do authentication of these t-shirts per se, but I do look and see if there's anything suspicious and mention it and confirm that these t-shirts were actually paid for and not relisted or something like that. So hopefully you can enjoy it and you'll see some dope t-shirts on this list, maybe t-shirts that you have yourself, but let's check it out. All right, kicking us off at number 10, we have this 90s TLC Creep bootleg wrap tee. We have seen this tee on the list before. It was much higher last time. This is quite a bit lower relative to the last one. I think the last one was like over $1,000. But the condition on this one probably knocks it down a bit. You can see there's some fading, quite a bit of fading. There's a lot of little holes here and there. Quite a bit more worn than the shirt that we had seen on this list higher up. But still an incredibly good looking shirt. The fading is perfect in a lot of ways, especially if you're looking for that vintage feel already. This one definitely has it. Great t-shirt at number 10, kicking us off at $7.90 with 11 bids plus shipping. Now at number 9, Soundgarden is becoming pretty much a staple. More recently, this super unknown single stitch shirt is super dope. It looks like it has some concert details on the back. Yep, right there. Love the color there. The color, the color spread or the fade between colors is super cool. But great t-shirt all around here. Let's see what tag it's on. Looks like it's on a Screen Stars. Yeah, or it's a Fruit of the Loom Best. Great t-shirt, 50/50. Looks like it's in great condition. With 19 bids, it got up to $863.99. For number 9 on the list. Now at number 8, we have a MOD Method of Destruction vintage 1998 surfing t-shirt. This one, look at this, 116 bids. My guess is they must have started this off at like $1 or something. Let's see, all the way down here. They started off at $11.40 and got the bidders in a frenzy. With 15 bidders, 116 bids. That's pretty incredible. You don't often see it that much demand on this t-shirt. But this thing looks like it's in dead stock condition. Looks like it's been folded for a long time. This thing is super dope. The graphic looks impeccable. It's like in perfect condition. Almost zero wear, if any wear at all. So beautiful shirt, sold for $898 with a little bit of shipping on top of that. Now at 7, we have this 1987 3D emblem Harley Davidson Party Animals t-shirt. The graphic looks like it is pristine, looks almost dead stock. That 3D emblem tag is popping, almost like it's too popping. I mean, this is clearly a dead stock t-shirt. It definitely looks like, wow, you would have to be concerned with dry rot in this case, but maybe that's he's testing it there. I don't know. That's a loose thread. Anyway, the t-shirt looks great. It looks almost brand new, if not brand new. Incredible t-shirt to find on eBay that would be available. This t-shirt sold for $925 with free shipping. Super dope tee. 3D emblem always seems to find a way to get on this list. Now at number 6, we have seen this t-shirt before, but what is special about this t-shirt specifically is that it was actually sold by one of the subscribers, Jason from Vintage Since 96. You can find his links in the description below. But he found this t-shirt, saw the heat check, and didn't realize that this would have been such a valuable t-shirt. And so he was able to price it much better and more competitively. And it sold pretty quick. And a funny story, he told me that actually the guy who bought the previous one, which sold for right around this same price, actually knows the guy who bought this one, and they're going to probably try to swap because the sizing works out better for each of them. So what a crazy story that the Heat Check actually helped somebody out. I'm super happy about that. It's good. It's great to hear. And this sale is huge at $950. Go Jason, great sale and great find. Now at number 5, we have this vintage Disney World Disneyland fireworks blacklight all over print t-shirt. This is incredible. The colors pop off this thing like nobody's business. It is all over print. I mean, this is quintessential Disney tee. I mean, it doesn't really get much better than this. There are a few other t-shirts in the category that do pretty well. But what's interesting is it says one size fits all, but the measurements are quite not one size fits all. Pit to pit is 16.5 inches. Neck to hem 23. This is quite small, which probably answers the question as to why it sold for what it did. It sold for $1,000, which I think is generally pretty low. I needed to double check, but I think this is generally pretty low. But with the small size, it makes sense. This is obviously probably just going to be a collector's piece. What an incredible t-shirt. Beautiful all around. All right, at number 4, we have a Soundgarden Black Hole Sun t-shirt on this list yet again. It sold for right around what the last one it did, which is a little bit less, like $100 or so less, at $1,084 with 18 bids. But this t-shirt does seem to make it on the list quite often. This is a great size L or extra large on the Brocken Worldwide. It looks incredible. The condition looks great. This is one of those all-time t-shirts in my opinion. Definitely you're gonna see these on this list and for years to come, I imagine. But number 4, Soundgarden Black Hole Sun. What a great t-shirt, what a great band, what a great song. Now for a t-shirt that we have not seen on this list very much since we started the Heat Checks, but we have this 1993 Akira all over print. This is a pretty well-known t-shirt, pretty famous vintage t-shirt, obviously. Incredible design. This condition is exceptional. I mean, it's really good. Like, lots of color, super well defined. I mean, great t-shirt here. Pretty incredible. This one, the Akiras have sold for all over the place for the few years. I haven't seen a lot of them top or up here on the list. They've been a little bit down, I feel like, as of late. But this one made the list, and so did another one, actually. But this one sold for $1,250 with free shipping. Super dope tee. Definitely a t-shirt that ends up on this list quite often, and wouldn't be surprised to see it again pretty soon. Speaking of Akira, we have this at number 2, a 1991 Akira t-shirt, brand new. This thing looks incredibly crispy, almost suspiciously so. I don't authenticate these t-shirts when I look at them here because I just don't necessarily always get the stuff I want. But man, anytime you see a dead stock t-shirt like this, you always are a little bit suspicious. But for the most part, as far as I can tell, after just a quick cursory viewing, looks alright. But clearly this was like folded up and put somewhere for a long time. So incredible t-shirt here. It sold for only one bid for $1,299.99. An incredible t-shirt to top this list, or almost top this list. We haven't seen much Akira, but we have now. So look forward to seeing some more in the future. Sometimes these things do sort of work in batches and lots as prices get established and people feel like they can hop on if there's a good enough demand. Now before we get to number 1, if you would be so kind as to smash that like button, let us know which of these t-shirts are your favorites. Shout out to our boy Jason for selling the dope Rolling Stones tee. And if you want to learn about more about dating vintage clothing, check the eye above for our playlist on all of our resources about dating vintage t-shirts and other clothes. Alright, now for number 1, we have a really special one. You don't see this hardly ever. It's a 1950s Indian motorcycle t-shirt. They call it sort of t-shirt, sweatshirt, sort of like a terry cloth kind of looking thing. Definitely got the ringer vibe. But what's so special about this, obviously the Indian motorcycle logo is pretty special. But this is on an old school champion tag. So we have an old school champion shirt from the 50s with the Indian Motorcycles logo. This is pretty special. You just do not see this come up very often. I mean, this is like the proto t-shirt. The 50s is when t-shirts started really becoming a thing that was worn, but they were worn like as undergarments, not necessarily as fashion statements. And this is sort of their coming of age, and they would certainly mature years on. But this is an exceptional piece. I would imagine slightly, somewhat, I mean, not historic, but very hard to come by, very rare, super cool t-shirt. Again, we have the 1950s Indian Motorcycle on the Champion tags, hard to come by, $1,300.75 with 19 bids. Takes the cake for number 1 this week on Heat Check t-shirts. So that was a top 10. Lots of dope t-shirts on this list today. Number 1 is super cool, super interesting, and super old. One of the oldest t-shirts we've had on this list for certain. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.